Hello everybody, welcome back to the Smoky Bear Air channel here. We're going to take and get our first flight of 2025 that's been recorded. We had one test flight before it, and you're going to say, well, what test flight? Same reason we've been down. We finally finished up with our panel upgrades, and looky there, a couple of G5s, a little bit of glass on the panel, a little bit of powder coating, and man, we're off and ready to go. We're taxiing down through here today, first one out. As we're going down through here, you'll see our neighbor getting ready to head out himself. Checked with him on the radio. It's always important, just like when you're driving, don't be distracted. You can see I'm all over the center line down through there. We're waving at our neighbor. He's fired up, warming up, and ready to head out on his adventure for the day. We're going to go down here because we're headed to the south. The winds were, on the surface, were fairly calm, but here we go. We're going to go down here, and this is that magic time right here when amazing things happen. We get lined up on runway 23 at Meadow Lake, 12 TN, full power, release the brakes, and watch all these cool buttons and lights and wizardry. Watch them all start lighting up as we go down through here. Here we go. And you can tell when you're paying more attention, it's easier to keep it down the center line of the runway here. Look at there. And we're about there. And as you take off from Meadow Lake, there's a tree down here at the far end. So I like to take and keep it in ground effect, get my speed up to 80 miles an hour, and then climb out with plenty of room to spare. And you can barely see the tree pass under us there. We're going to speed it up. I'm going to let you enjoy the flight. We're going to be heading down here. I'll cut out the middle, and we'll get ready for our landing down in Cleveland, Tennessee. KRZR. Here we go. Here to the airport, you can kind of see it's out over the pilot's side there. We're actually in the pattern with our buddy from Rockwood. He's flying a Cessna 140 that he got over the winter, and he barely beat me down through there. We had some really gnarly tailwind or headwinds on the way down there. You were seeing speeds of 60, 65 knots ground speed. You can see we're cutting crosswind here, getting ready to head into the base. And it's kind of funny, I remember I was doing this and I was looking at it, how hard I had the plane crabbed, turned into that wind that was pushing down here. So this will, after a couple of test flights, this will be probably the fourth landing I've had. So was legal to take somebody with me. I had somebody lined up and they weren't able to make it for the day, but still was good practice for me to get out here, get into a new airspace, stretch the legs of Hondo out a little bit since we've been setting for 5 months, and really start pushing out there to see, make sure what we got. Of course, you always find your minor squawks and little things that you're going to want to fix as you go. We're lined up on final here, and again, nothing, you can see the wind's kind of gusty there, nothing fancy here, not my greatest landing when you sit here and review it, but you can see you're getting a lot of gust and a lot of just disruptions as you're going down through there, and that continued all the way to the ground. And you can see as we come in here, I end up touching and getting blown. You can feel that wind blowing it over there. Had too much speed to try and catch that first taxiway, so we coasted all the way down here to the next taxiway entrance at Bravo 2 here in Cleveland. I'm going to take and turn it around, taxi it back up here, and we're going to take and head to the FBO, go meet our friends and have a bite to eat, and have a good time with them. Thank you for joining us again on another episode. As always, get out there, have fun, fly, enjoy the day. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe. We need it. Thank you.